Ecotourism involves observing and enjoying wild animals in their natural environment. At present, the number of people estimated to partake in ecotourism activities is between 79 and 440 million. In marine ecosystems, this can involve anything from snorkeling on coral reefs to diving with sharks and watching whales from boats. If conducted responsibly, ecotourism can help boost local economies, whilst also aiding conservation efforts. However, an increasing number of studies suggest that marine wildlife tourism is doing more harm than good. Over a 3-year study at the popular snorkeling destination of Cumal Bay in Mexico, scientists examined the effect of tourism on the coral reef. They found that coral cover declined by 79% between 2011 and 2014, whilst in the same period of time the number of snorkelers increased by 400%. As people who want to see and experience what the ocean has to offer, we all have an impact on the long-term survival of the marine ecosystem we love to enjoy. So what can you do to ensure that you don't cause harm to the very things that you came to see? By touching marine life, or even worse, taking it out of the marine environment, you risk causing detrimental harm to marine organisms. For example, shells provide shelter for creatures such as hermit crabs, anchor seagrass, and when they break down, provide essential nutrients for other organisms. In addition, many coral and fish species have a special layer of mucus, which protects them against infection and disease. If you touch the skin of a fish or the surface of a coral, you can damage this protective layer, leaving them exposed to infections. Chasing wild animals can subject them to high levels of stress, which could in turn affect their reproductive success and survival. Several studies have suggested that green turtles repeatedly disturbed by snorkelers may be at increased risk of predation as they become bolder and less evasive around natural predators. Although it is exciting to see marine life, it is better and safer for both you and the animal to observe from a distance. If you're a diver or a snorkeler, stirring up sediment with your fins can be an easy but damaging mistake to make. The washed up sediment can reduce the amount of sunlight reaching coral and thus affect photosynthesis. Small animals may also get washed away or left exposed, increasing their risk of predation. To prevent this, perfect your buoyancy control before diving on reefs and ensure all of your dive gear is secure to prevent breaking coral. In addition, look out for a Greenfin certified dive or snorkel operator in your area. This organisation works with business operators, local communities and governments to implement sustainable environmental standards for the dive and snorkel industry. Reckless boating practices can have many negative effects on marine life. For example, anchors can easily cause serious damage to coral reefs thousands of years old, and the presence of boats can cause distress to many animals. To prevent these problems, always try and use permanent mooring stations at dive and snorkel sites, and in the presence of marine wildlife such as whales and dolphins, approach the lowest possible speed to minimise disturbance, and do not approach within less than 100 metres. In addition, try to avoid staying in the area for more than 15 minutes, and if several boats are already surrounding the animal, then move away. Rubbish can seriously harm or even kill marine animals. Turtles often consume plastic bags, mistaking them for jellyfish, and floating plastic can accumulate algae, causing seabirds to mistake the smell for food. Fishing gear such as hooks and nets can also continue to catch and kill animals long after they get lost in the ocean. To avoid this, always dispose of your rubbish in proper receptacles, using recycling facilities where possible. Collect any marine litter you see while swimming, or even participate in a beach cleanup. By following these 5 simple steps, you can continue to enjoy the incredible marine biodiversity of our blue planet, whilst at the same time protecting the marine ecosystem and all of its inhabitants for generations to come.